Support for this podcast and the following message comes from Marvel Television and Disney+. From the twisted minds behind WandaVision comes an all-new Marvel original series, Agatha All Along. This Halloween season, revenge is a witch. You don't want to miss Agatha Harkness's return to darkness as she assembles a coven to regain her power and wreak vengeance. Starring Kathryn Hahn and Aubrey Plaza, Marvel Television's Agatha All Along. 2-episode premiere streaming September 18th, only on Disney+.
You're ready for a comeback. And with Purdue Global, you can do more than take classes. You can take charge of your story, of your career, of your life. Earn a degree you can be proud of and get an education employers respect. It's time, your time, not just to go back to school, but to come back and move forward with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for up to half the cost. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Savings based on cost of Consumer Cellular single line 1, 5, and 10 gig data plans with unlimited talk and text compared to lowest cost single line postpaid unlimited talk, text, and data plans offered by T-Mobile and Verizon January 2024.
You know that feeling when you walk into your home, take a deep breath, and feel new? Well, that's what it's like to use Clorox Scentiva. Because Clorox Scentiva smells like coconut, cleans like Clorox, and feels like energy. It'll elevate any cleaning routine to not just clean, but also make every room smell like a tropical coconut getaway. Discover how Clorox Scentiva's powerful clean and refreshing scents can transform your space. Get yours in coconut or other fabulous scents at a nearby retail store.
Hey listeners, it's Jenny. This month we're heading back to school and we're taking you along with us. For all of September, we're bringing back some of our favorite Womanica episodes you might have missed. You'll hear me and some talented guest hosts share both iconic and underappreciated stories. And there's a twist. Each week is dedicated to a different school subject. This week, women you should be learning about in math class. These Womanican stories show us just how exciting and diverse math really can be. So, on to the show. Hello. From Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. Long before Microsoft or Apple, today's innovator built and marketed the first computerized word processor. She fought her way through a male-dominated industry, refusing to be overshadowed. Please welcome the multi-talented Evelyn Berezin. Evelyn Berezin was born on April 12, 1925 in the Bronx to Jewish immigrants from Russia. She grew up in an apartment under elevated subway tracks. As trains rumbled past, she sat in her room, glued to astounding science fiction magazine, and developed her interest in physics. Evelyn graduated from high school at just 15 years old and started attending classes at Hunter College, an all-women's school. When World War II hit, a special program allowed women into all-boys schools to study specialized subjects. Thanks to these expanding opportunities, Evelyn studied math at Brooklyn Polytechnic Institute and physics at New York University. In 1946, she graduated from NYU with a bachelor's in physics. In 1951, Evelyn got married to Israel Wilanitz, an English chemical engineer. Though they would have no children, the couple would stay together until Israel's death in 2003. Evelyn struggled to find work as a physicist, so she joined a Brooklyn company called Electronic Computer Corp, or Elecom. She was the only woman in a shop filled with men. When Elecom wanted Evelyn to build a computer, she later recalled, "I had never seen one before. Hardly anyone else had. So I just had to figure out how to do it. It was a lot of fun when I wasn't terrified." With Elecom, Evelyn built computers for various purposes, including calculating the range of guns for the Army, keeping track of magazine subscriptions, and accounting. In the late 1950s, Evelyn joined a new company called Teleregister Corps. There, she developed the world's first airline reservation system run by computer. The system linked customers, seat availability, and offices around the country. In the early 1960s, the New York Stock Exchange hired Evelyn for a communications technology role. But at the last minute, she was rejected by the board. The reason? Apparently, the vulgar language men used on the trading floor was not for a woman's ears. So Evelyn found a new job at Digitronics Corp, designing more digital systems. Despite her professional success, she knew she wouldn't be able to reach senior management in a field dominated by men. The only thing to do was make her own company. So in 1968, Evelyn started hatching ideas for a word processing computer. It used small chips known as semiconductors to save and retrieve keystrokes, making it possible to edit text. The following year, Evelyn's design was nearly finished. She and two colleagues gathered $750,000 in capital, the equivalent of more than $5.5 million today, and created a company called Redactron. Evelyn used a mixture of semiconductor chips that were already on the market and some of her own design to create and release the first computerized word processor. She called it the Data Secretary. Redactron's tagline was, "Free the Secretary," and Evelyn's word processor made good on its promise. It eliminated tedious tasks like retyping whole pages when there was a single typo. The Data Secretary could cut, copy, and paste text. Still, the Data Secretary was hardly what we think of today when it comes to computers. The initial design was the size of a small refrigerator. At first, it didn't even have a screen to view text. Even so, Redactron sold thousands of data secretaries worldwide, mainly to law firms and corporate offices. As her computers flew off the shelves, Evelyn became a tech industry celebrity. The media celebrated her many talents: engineering, inventing, and entrepreneurship. Redactron sold around 10,000 computers over the course of 7 years. But eventually, the company faced some financial difficulties. It was bought by the Burroughs Corporation in 1976. Evelyn stayed on as the president of the company's Redactron division until 1980. She then moved on to venture capital and consulting. Evelyn was the president of Greenhouse Management Company, a firm that invested in early-stage tech companies. In 2011, Evelyn was inducted into the Women in Technology International Hall of Fame. Over the course of her career, she created 9 computer-related patents. Evelyn Berezin passed away on December 8, 2018. She was 93 years old. Despite her accomplishments, Evelyn is still a relatively unknown figure. Her legacy's been overshadowed by men who did similar work after she did. Though her competitors may have had more lasting success, Evelyn laid the foundation for systems that have shaped the world. Thanks for listening to this best of episode of Womanica. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. As always, we'll be taking a break for the weekend. Tune in on Monday for another of our favorite episodes honoring the back-to-school season. Talk to you then.
Does money stress you out? Let Facet flip your financial chaos into clarity.
Finding Facet immediately put us at ease.
Facet's innovative approach to financial planning ensures your money works as hard as you do, enabling members to experience the joys of having your finances in order.
And that makes us Facet for life now, I guess.
Visit Facet.com, FACET.com to learn more.
This ad is sponsored by Facet. Facet Wealth is an SEC registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice. These testimonials are from current Facet members who are not compensated. All opinions are their own and not a guarantee of a similar outcome.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. Everybody needs some variety in life. That's what I love about Chumba Casino. They know how to keep things fresh and exciting. All their games are free to play, like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire. You can claim free daily login bonuses, too. And they release new games every week. So spice things up with ChumbaCasino.com now for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply.
1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men experience domestic abuse in their lifetime. and nearly half of survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Purina started the Purple Leash Project to help eliminate one of the many barriers domestic abuse survivors face, a lack of pet-friendly domestic violence shelters. Through the Purple Leash Project, Purina is helping to create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters across the country, so abuse survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to get involved.
Plug in a Hyundai EV and the extraordinary happens. From the charge time and range in the Ioniq 5 and 6 to the adventurous spirit of the Kona Electric to the 601 horsepower Ioniq 5N. Hyundai EVs make the extraordinary electrifying. There's joy in every journey.
EPA estimated 303-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 5 SE SEL Limited rear-wheel drive and 361-mile driving range for 2024 Ioniq 6 SE long-range rear-wheel drive with fully charged battery. Actual range may vary. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.